Hare Krishna. Welcome to the next session, Srimad Bhagavatam. Uh, we'll start Srimad Bhagavatam class after the short kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vrajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 47. Is anyone to volunteer after me?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Aha Raja Dharmo Sutas
Aharaja Dharmasutash
Chintayan Suhurtam Vatam
Chintayan Suhridam Vadham
Prakrtenatmana Vipra
Prakritenatmana Vipraha
Neha Moha Vasam Gata.
Snehamoha Vasham Gataha.
Thank you. Word to word meaning. Aha said, Raja, King Yudhishthira, Dharma Sutaha, the son of Dharma, Yamaraj, Chintayan, thinking of, Suhritam, of the friends, Vatham, killing, Prakritena, by material conception only, Atmana, by the self, Vipraha, O Brahmana, Sneha, affection, Moha, delusion, Vasam, by carried away by, being carried away by, Gataha, having gone. Translation purport given by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. King Yudhishthira, son of Dharma, overwhelmed by the death of his friends, was aggrieved just like a common materialistic man. O sages, thus deluded by affection, he begins to speak. Purport. King Yudhishthira, though he was not accepted to become aggrieved like a common man, become deluded by the worldly affection by the will of the Lord, just as Arjuna was apparently deluded. A man who sees knows well that the living entity is neither a body or nor the mind, but is transcendental to the material conception of life. The common man thinks of violence and non-violence in terms of body, but that is a kind of delusion. Everyone is duty bound according to the one's occupational duties. A Kshatriya is bound to fight for the right cause, regardless of opposite party. In such discharge of duty, one should not be disturbed by annihilation of the material body, which is only an external dress of living soul. All this was perfectly known to Maharaj Yudhishthira, but by the will of the Lord, he become just like a common man because there was another great idea behind this delusion. The king would be instructed by Bhishma as Arjuna was instructed by the Lord himself. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमा ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So we are crossing again a nice phase of Srimad Bhagavatam, each chapter, from praise of Kunti to Bhishma Dev Parva in Mahabharata. So where the chapter starts by Yudhishthira's delusion. Hare Krishna Prabhu. How can I spotlight myself, Prabhu? It is not coming. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. So Yudhishthira's delusion, this Bhishma Parva is started. Actually, the Bhishma Parva is an important thing in our Mahabharata series, because in Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita is not insisted much, so because Vyasadeva kept it separately. But the Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata is so significant because there comes Vishnu Sahasranama. Bhishma Dev is started glorifying Lord with 1,000 names of Lord. So it started from this delusion of Yudhishthira, and Krishna is guiding Yudhishthira to go and hear from Bhishma Dev. He is in bed of arrows. So the whole situation here is, after Kunti Maharani prayers, Krishna is leaving Hastinapur to Dwarka. So this is one chapter is finished. Again here, what it comes here is, they are starting, Vyasadeva, Shukadev Goswami is starting about Yudhishthira's delusion. So we have to see here the wordings of Srimad Bhagavatam. They are very carefully handled. You see, this Yudhishthira is also an exalted personality, but he is bewildered. He is deluded by this, overwhelmed of by the death of his own friends. So it is like a common thing. When people are die, we generally, what we do, we will feel sad about them, and if you are the cause for the death, means definitely we feel very guilt about that. So this trust mood is like that only. So there are almost 6.6 crore people was dead in Mahabharata. Maybe my count is maybe wrong. Please, if it is any wrong, please correct me. So that much people are died in the Kurukshetra war, but still he feeling that I am the cause of this because I want to sit in the throne, rule the kingdom in a dharmic way. That is one point. But still I killed many people. So Yudhishthira usually he will not get angry, because since he is very pious, he is following dharma path. So he will not easily deluded till now. But here the Parva is starting, the Mahabharat Parva is starting, which is also included in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami is talking to Parikshit, the same point here again, means something is very important. Sukadeva Goswami going to tell Parikshit Maharaj here. So here, it's the thing is, Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita by making Arjuna's bewilderment. So once we see here everywhere, Krishna wants to deliver something through himself or to somebody. He needs some instruments. Like Arjuna was an instrument to deliver Bhagavad Gita. Like that, here Krishna is using Bhishma Dev to give some dharmic knowledge, principles, along with the glories of the Lord, Vishnu Sahasranama, and through the Yudhishthira's bewilderment. When Yudhishthira was deluded, Krishna is saying, war is finished, almost, you go, take bath, come and hear from Bhishma Dev. You sit and hear. Because he is in bed of arrow, the Uttarayana Kala came, but still Bhishma is not leaving his body because he wants to convey something very important to all of us. So usually this Vaishnava Acharya is always quoted here. See, Bhagavad Gita is from the mouth of Lord. Patmanabhasya Muhapatma Vinikruta. So it's from Lord's own mouth, the lotus mouth. So Lord telling something is so important, isn't it? So it's very important, but Vaishnava Acharyas are saying, especially Alvars, the follower of Sri Vaishnavas, Alvars, they're quoting, Bhagavad Gita is from the Lord, but Vishnu Sahasranama by Bhishma Dev, Lord himself sat and heard. You see, Lord himself personally sat in the place in front of Bhishma Dev, and he is hearing something. Lord himself telling is one thing, but Lord himself sitting and hearing something means it's very valuable. So Bhishma's prayer is such a prayer because it comes from the lotus mouth of devotees. So that he needs, that this Krishna needs to everyone should sit and hear, including us. So that Krishna using Yudhishthira as an instrument. That's what we see whole Bhagavad Gita starting like, hey, Statam Ratam Stapayame Achyuta, take my chariot in the middle of the warfield. I want to see both the armies. He's telling, hey, do this. Hey, Krishna, do this. So that much relation was there with Arjuna and Krishna, between Arjuna and Krishna, before starting Mahabharata, the Yuddha. So once he just understand something, I'm confused, and you just ride me, means you just instruct me through guidance. So what happens? Second chapter, he surrenders. He is telling first chapter, hey, you are my friend. You are doing a duty as my chariot driver. Do the seva for me. Lord is the devotee instructing Lord to do some seva. This is fascinating again. So again, if I go and I'll talk many things. We'll come to this. So once he reached there, the second chapter, he starts surrendering himself. Sishyasteham swadimam tvam prapannam. Means he become a servant or disciple of his own chariot driver in the first chapter. He accepted his chariot driver as a guru. Maybe we can put it in that way. Then he understood in the 10th chapter that Krishna is everything, all pervading. He is a Vishwarupa. He is everything. He is a supreme personality of Godhead. Since he knows this better, but still he just saw this, this much big personality, Mahabhava, he is my friend. And I chastise him like anything. I say, hey, Yadava, Hey Saka, like that, I just scolded him, I just chastised him, I just make fun out of him. And she's such a person. Please forgive whatever I did till so far. Okay, he's asking. So this the what to say the pariman of the transformation of Arjuna we can see with the help of Bhagavad Gita. Here, Arjuna is such a close associate of Krishna. So Krishna himself is need to say convey the things. This is the thing, correct? He has to say whole Bhagavad Gita. But it's not with it's not same with the Yudhishthira, because Yudhishthira is a senior person as per this thing. But Yudhishthira also know Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. But still, Krishna has a playing role of my niece, my aunt's son. So what happened here? Krishna is junior than him. So Krishna also knows this Yudhishthira is a dharmic person, but I said many lies in my childhood. So whatever I say, these people will not believe. So better I will find a person according to his nature, Yudhishthira's nature. So if there's something which comes from this person mouth, this person can listen. This is wonderful psychology. This is in corporate world. These psychologists, they say change of voice, change of person. When something is not happened by saying with the direct person, you have to approach your next above person, hierarchy. If you are saying but it's not happening, means you have to approach your senior. Then through him, if you say, that will happen. This is a corporate understanding. But where it comes, it all comes from Bhagavad Gita only. It all comes from Bhagavatam, Mahabharata. So Krishna, he know the psychology. Oh, this person will hear only this person, this kind of person if speaks. So he found Bhishma Dev to make understanding of all dharmic things, all the principle of ruling the kingdom, Kshatriya Dharma. There are a lot of Dharma things we is going to discuss in future slokas. And from there, finally, this Yudhishthira asking some 6 questions. For that 6 questions, he just started telling glories of Lord Krishna, Vishnu Sahasranam, common term. So this is a very wonderful chapter, and this is going to be very thought-provoking for all of us. So have some interest, have some curiosity, and just curious about what kind of knowledge, what kind of realization we can get from this slokas, the upcoming slokas, so that you should be very curious about it. So here we can make another point also. Arjun, this Yudhishthira become looks like a so again Prabhupada is giving significant comment on this, that King Yudhishthira, though he was not expected to become aggrieved by, like a common man, become deluded by worldly affection by the will of Lord, as Arjuna was apparently deluded in the Mahabharata war field. So for this only, this is happening. It's not, yeah, this fellow also is doing like us only. He's also getting bewildered. It's not like that. When we are aggrieved for things, is for our own self. But Yudhishthira here is not feeling. He is feeling for others. He's feeling for his own kinsmen, his own family. But when we are bewildered, yo, this is not happening to me. That fellow is getting all these things. I am not getting. These kind of delusion only we are getting. But here Yudhishthira also, or you see Arjuna in the first chapter, is feeling of others. If I kill them, then what I can rule? Everyone with a body, dead bodies, what I can rule? And all the ladies were gone for this Varnashankara. All these things he is feeling, but he is not feeling about himself. No, my grandfather, I'm going to kill my guru. It's all the point of view, but actually is thinking inside is the common people, the welfare of all people. So this is the quality of leader. So when leader are thinking about the person who was leading, that is very important. So we can see here, King Yudhishthira also feeling that only, because there are some crores of people who are dead in this Mahabharata Yuddha. So because of that, he is bewildered. He's not bewildered of, oh no, this money is gone from me and this Gajana is empty because of this killing. He's not feeling that. He's really feeling that, oh, I'm the cause for this dead. All the soldiers were dead in the Mahabharata war, and there are a lot of animals like elephant, horses were killed during this Mahabharata Yuddha. All these things he is feeling. He is not feeling selfishly. He is thinking selflessly. So that's what this is happening. So you can see this is the nature of a devotee. Devotee, he is thinking of the conditioned soul always. And devotee is thinking of oneself, he is not qualified. So that he always seek prayers, always keep the request to the Lord, please make them deliver. They has to deliver. Okay. So he prays for others. So we have also the session after every session completion, morning session. We pray for others. This is our nature. Prabhuji is bringing that quality in us also. So that we have to pray for others. So here the same thing. That's what Krishna is selected Yudhishthira. Krishna is selecting Bhishma to say something about me and say something about this material nature, the principle of this material world, so that he can rule accordingly. The dharmic way, he can rule the kingdom and accordingly. So these are all the nice points we can see. What is this kind of thing? How come Yudhishthira is bewildered like that? And all we can think. But actually speaking, Yudhishthira is bewildered is a temporary by the will of Lord. He is not a person. He is not a person for this bewilderment. That's what generally Yudhishthira is a man of dharma. He's a person of dharma. He always stand in the dharmic side. That's what Krishna has chosen him to rule the kingdom. Because why Krishna is not choosing Kauravas? Because they are not following dharma. So fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is ultimately saying dharma is the path and I am the goal by following dharma. You see the whole Jnana Yoga chapter, whole thing is first you should develop Vairagya by knowledge, by the transcendental knowledge, and with that knowledge you should understand dharma, and dharma is a path for you. By dharma, dharmic way, you can approach me. That is a path. That is a one path to reach Krishna. But ultimately, what is our eternal dharma? Dharma means occupational duty. There are many, inefficient English language. Prabhupada also trying many times to translate the word from Sanskrit to English, but many times he is not getting the word. Like that only we are making this dharma means occupational duty. Big dharma means it has its own meaning. So dharma means one's duty. What is the duty? You are servant of the Lord. Dharma to Shastrat Bhagavat Pranitam. You have to surrender unto the Lord. So Bhagavan Lord's means servant is your duty. You are the Lord's servant. So that pride, that ego you should develop, the true ego. It's not false ego. The true ego you should develop. That's what in Bible also many places Jesus Christ says, I am a son of God. I am a son of God and I am very proud that I am son of God. So he acknowledged that I am son of God. But whereas we also know we are part and parcel of Krishna, we have more clarity than Jesus Christ, I can say. But what we are doing, till we know we are part and parcel of Krishna, we were not acknowledging those points. Very incessantly, we are not understanding we are the part and parcel of Krishna himself. So how much ego you should have, how much pride you have, how much this thing have, but everything now is falsely we made. False ego, false pride, all these things. So these should be understood very carefully here. And Yudhishthira is acting as an instrument for Krishna to deliver something very important through Bhishma Dev. And here I want to make one more point that Krishna can use as also an instrument. But the only one point is condition supply. You have to be in a surrender mode. Then comes this thing. When Krishna is saying Karishe Vachanam Tava, then it's saying Nimitta Matram. The Nimitta Matram is very important. You just Nimitta, you are a instrument for me to execute this duty. If we are not taking that chance, somebody will take chance. There are plenty of devotees who are there for Krishna. But why we have to take? Because we can take the credit. We can progress in our devotional service. So Krishna used as also an instrument. When we are Damodara Mas, we are Krishna used as to give Dibdan to many conditioned souls. And during Vaikuntha Ekadashi, we distributed books. Krishna used as instrument to deliver many people. We don't know when the book will work on them, but once they take the book and open and read, no, they come to know this is a bomb. I already told, I think, when Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj, he was studying chemical engineering in Bangalore only. So he's traveling from Bangalore to his own native. That time he was not devotee, but he is a very intellectual person, understanding of all these things, very inquisitive person. So when he is sitting in the train, our devotees doing this book distribution. That time, whole books, Prabhupada books contain Krishna's picture and making the on the way to Krishna, path of Krishna, all this Krishna was there. But there is only one book says Science of Self-Realization. So Maharaj is so attracted. What is science of self-realization? And there is no picture, Krishna's picture in this. So maybe it contains something different thing. So he purchased that book. So what happened once he started reading, he himself personally told, then only I come to know it is not a book, it's a time bomb. It is a time bomb. So when we don't know the what time it will burst and remove our ignorance. So we should keep Prabhupada books, and first thing is we have to sit and open the book. We have to open the book and start reading. Then only the whole thing will start. If books are there and we are not touching that, only for cleaning we are touching, means there is no use. You have to open and read. That is the first step, first austerity we should follow. So like that, there are many devotees, pastimes are there. So you should understand the values of Prabhupada books. So with that, Krishna used Maharaj as instrument. Now Maharaj is preaching very vigorously in whole South India, in foreign. Means what? Krishna using him as instrument. So like that, we also should develop our surrender nature, so that Krishna may use as also as an instrument. Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions, comments? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful class. And you have also shared about Maharaj's realization. It's very nice. It's a time bomb. Why it is time bomb means we do not know what time it will explode. Maybe it depends on the aspirant, sadhaka. If a sadhaka is very serious, immediately it will blast in his heart, awakening Krishna consciousness. So like that, many devotees all over the world, they read Srila Prabhupada books and they're very, very happy. So thank you, Prabhu, for giving such a wonderful class. So we'll be waiting for the participants' interaction. Hare Krishna.